Hi student, today I would like to introduce a new short story here, The School for Sympathy. It's written by Edward Barrel Lucas. School for Sympathy, right? School for Sympathy. That means school meaning, and for sympathy, Malayalam, Anugamba, right? School are centers of learning where acquire knowledge. Definitely. Are you agree with this? Yeah. And share our experience. Let us visit the school and find out how students learn and share their experience. Okay, we would like to introduce our author, that means writer Edward Vary Lucas, 1868 and died in 1938, was a famous English humanist. Yeah, as a humanist is more concerned about human being, right? Essays, okay, playwright, biographer, publisher, poet, novelist, short story writer, and editor. Okay, a versatile genius. Moreover, he was a humanist. Okay, essays, playwright. Playwright means drama. Okay, biographer, publisher, poet, novelist, short story writer, and editor. Okay, he was born in London. Lucas began to work as an apprentice to a bookseller at the age of 16. Oh, very younger ages he is working in the bookshop. Okay. He was a prolific writer. That means genius. Most celebrated for his short essay. But he also produced verses. Verses mean poem, lines, novels, and plays. So we can call him as a versatile genius. Most of the field he has to cover here. Right. He was an English writer, right? So this poem, this short story also connected to humans favor. That means humanist. He's a humanist. That's why he gave more important human beings feelings. That means their happiness, their sad, their frustration, their anger, their well-being, everything he connected. So School for Sympathy is one of the great work given by Edward Vera Lucas, a famous English humanist. Okay, so all human beings' feelings, we know that. Well, sometimes we are sad, sometimes we are happy, sometimes frustration, sometimes we are anger, sometimes we have a hopeless, sometimes we have a extreme hope, overjoyed, satisfied, delighted, contented. Okay, right. So here is that kind of feelings has to express his writings. Okay, that's our same board where Lucas must know about English writer and also famous in humanist. Okay, okay. School as centers of learning. Definitely, I agree with this. Do you agree that? Yeah, definitely centers of learning where we acquire knowledge and share our experience. Yes, we can share our experience to someone and acquire knowledge from teachers, acquire knowledge from different fields of people. Okay, let us visit school and find out how students learn and share their experience. Here is person has to, maybe this Edward Vere Lucas, maybe he's visited in a whole school. Okay, then what was his experience? He shared his experience to us. That means a person who has to, that means Lucas, that means Edward visited a school and he understood something about school and understood about the people's, students feelings and how the school working, what is the importance of human beings there, is there is only for study or any other knowledge just getting to the students, all the things he has to check in the schools. Let us see with him. We also entered into the school, right? Okay, are you ready? Fine, good done. Okay, I had heard a lot about Miss Beam's school, but I didn't get the chance to visit it till last week. Yes, the first paragraph we have start here. I here is writer, maybe Edward. Yes, Edward is now I used here. I had heard a lot about Miss Beam's school. Yes, Miss Beam school is very famous. Maybe the principal name is Miss Beams. Okay, a woman, right? It's very famous school. He is now in charge of that school, maybe principal. But I didn't get the chance to visit it till last week. I wish to go there, but I didn't get a chance to visit that particular school. Whose school? Miss Beams. And who is now going to visit there? That means I mean here, our writer Edward. Okay. When I arrived at school, yes, now he is in the school, I saw a girl of about 12 with her eyes covered with a bandage being led carefully between the flower bed by the little boy of 8. See that? When the Edward arrived in school, okay, he saw something. What is that? A girl, about a 12 years old girl, okay, with her eyes is covered with, his eyes is covered with, what is that, bandage being led carefully between the flowerbuds by a little boy of 8. Okay, see that? Girl is closed her eyes with the bandage. Okay, and he is led by 8 years old boy. That means the girl is 12 years old. She covered her eyes only, not face, eyes only, and she is led by who? She is led by another boy. He is an 8 years old. Okay, then what happened? That is a scene the writer saw when he was in the school. Okay, then she stopped. That means the girl stopped and asked who it was that had come in, and he seemed to be describing me to her. Then they passed on. See that? Even though they are, the girl is, covered his eyes, her eyes, and he discussed with this person, with the boy. How she can know that? It's miraculous, is it? All right, see that one. The second paragraph over. Do you get it? Now, this things are happening in a school, right? Where our writer visited, and he saw one scene. What was the scene? A girl of 12 years covered his two eyes, okay, and walking with the help of 8 years old boy. See the picture, right? Then, when he is in front of them, that means the girl and boy, the girl asked who is coming, who is that, to the boy, and they discuss together after they pass away. Okay, they go on some other places. That's the second paragraph said it, right? Fine. Then, so here is question comes out. Have you visited any other school? I'm asking the question to you. Okay. Have you visited any other school? Yes. All right. It's okay. Then, well, what all the things did you find attractive in that school? Yes. What did you see in that school in especially? What is the things in special you saw in that school? Okay. So that's the question. You must be write the answer. That depends upon you. And the second question is there, but you want to pass the paragraph. Okay. The first paragraph over. I means here. The Edward, and the schools is very famous, and school principal name is Miss Beams. Okay, a woman. Okay, right. Then second paragraph is we saw what is the two characters there. 12 years old girl and 8 years old boy. What they are doing? That means 12 years old boy, old girl is what happened? Was as covered her two eyes and walk just like a blind, and she is accompanied, led by that the boy is take his hand or took her hand. He is 8 years old. When they saw, suddenly she said that who was that or who is that in front of, and they discuss with the boy and girl discuss together after they are gone some other place. Up to that, we already declared, we already said, right? Okay, well, we understood the three characters already, or no, the four characters, is it? That mean Edward, Miss Beam, 12 years old girl, and 8 years old boy, right? Fine. Miss Beam was all that I had expected, middle aged, authoritative, kind, and understanding. Her hair was beginning to turn grey, and her round figure was likely to be comforting to the homesick child. So this is a character sketch of Miss Beam, the principal character sketch of Miss Beam. I mean, Miss Beam is that character sketch. What is that? Woman character sketch. I had expected. What is that? Middle-aged, authoritative, that means powerful, administrative, that means powerful, kind, and understanding the people, understanding the students, no too rude, not angry, understanding the students very nicely. Her hair was beginning to turn grey. Yes, her hair is little bit grey, not fully grey. That is coming. The grey is coming now, beginning to turn grey. And her round figure was likely to be, her face is very round and was likely to comfort into a homesick child. That means his face is very, very good, and what you can call as very comfort face. That means no angry, no frustration, nothing. The very comfort face. So we can get an idea about Miss Beam. What's the characters? Can you say that? Middle aged, yes. Middle age means the comes as 14, 15, between 40 and 50. All right, then authoritative, that means powerful, administrative, handle everything in school, capable of handling everything, and kind, I mean very kind woman, and understanding the students, understanding the people feelings. Okay, that means not rude, not angry. Yeah, and hair is go. I means what's a beginning to turn gray. Gray means naracha. Yeah, but it's not too much gray. Little bit. Okay, and her front and round figure was likely to be comforting to a homesick child. Her face is in a round figure, and it is that round figure face we can understand that it's a very calm, quaint, very kind, and comforting, just like a homesick child. What do you mean by homesick child? Mean homesick child means the students who are stay away from their parents. Maybe he or she thought more about their parents and house, neighbor, relatives. That is your homesick child said it. That means her face is very calm and at the same time very sad also sometimes. All right, well, we have to go to our third paragraph. Are you ready? Yeah, right, fine. We chatted for a while. We means here Miss Beam and Edward, writers, chatted for a while. Chatted mean talk. And when I asked her some questions about her teaching method, definitely Edward want to know how they teach or how they taught to the student. Okay, that question may be asked, which I had heard was simple, she said. Yes. What's the question? Asked by Edward to, who is Edward? Our writer, narrator. Okay. Edward asked the question to Miss Beam. Now he is in the principal room. Who? Edward. Definitely, they talked a lot of things. After he asked the question to her, what is the question? How about her teaching method? Method of teaching is quite different. That means some school has very strict and they beat or take outside. Too much atrocities in the minds of students. Maybe students didn't like that school particularly. Maybe parents also didn't like particular school as sometimes. But this school method, teaching method, is very different. What is that? That means not only for studying only. That's other activities also. That's we can understood from the reply of Miss Beam. Yes, which I had was simple. She said that there is no special teaching method. She said, who said? Miss Beam replied to Edward, what is that? We teach only those things that are simple and useful to people. Here, pupil mean P-U-P-I-L-S. People means here student. P-E-O-P-L-E. People means that is called crowd. That means countries people. That is word different. Different spelling is that. The year pupil means what's that? Students in the school. Okay, what is that? We teach only simple things. What's that? Simple and useful to people, useful to student. Spelling, yes, teach spelling or taught spelling taught. Adding, yes, max adding. Subtracting, multiplying, all are in the connected to max. Writing, etc. Only this is our method. What are the method this particular school taught according to Miss Beam? Miss Beam taught to Edward. Our method is very simple and understanding. What is that? Spelling, okay. Adding, okay. Subtracting, well. Multiplying, all right. Writing, etc. That's all. That's very simple. There is no any special method. Who said to whom? Miss Beam said to Miss Beam told to Edward. Okay. The rest is done by reading. Okay. The reading also plus. Okay. Reading to them and giving them interesting tasks. They're giving some kinds of task. Task means some kinds of work. What kind of work? There are practically no other lesson. That's all. What are the lessons? What are the simple and easy way Miss Beam said to Edward? Adding, subtracting, then reading, writing, multiplying, okay, spelling. Okay, these are the things has to used to do in the school student, I mean pupils. You should have to particularly take care about this importance of people and people. Okay, right? Difference between people and people, right? Well, I have heard so much. I said, who said? Edward said that. I have heard so much about you and your school. The originality of your system. System means the teaching method here mentioned, right? Okay. Miss Beam smiled. Oh, yes, she said. I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that mean I'm coming to that point. We want to discuss about that point too. But that means the school is very famous. All right, this principal, I mean Miss Beam, also very famous, and teaching method also very famous. That's why Edward want to visit the school. Now he is in school. He discussed with several things to Miss Beam, and he asked several questions to Miss Beam, and Miss Beam answer is also there. They are also discussing their discussion is progressing. Their talking is progress about school and system, and I like that one. All right, so here second question comes out in front of you. Can you read it and can you answer it? Why do you think the writer wanted to visit Miss Beam's school? Because Miss Beam's school is very famous in that city and also very famous the teaching method. So in order to understand that, Edward visited this school, right? Okay, the school name is never mentioned here. All right, now Miss Beam and Edward are talking to each other. See the picture also here. Okay, this is a 12 years old girl and 8 years old boy walking in the garden, right? This is school premises. All right, school surroundings are here. We can see their uniforms also there, right? And what do you mean by that? We can understand something from these pictures. Can you guess? Right. Well, let us see what they are talking. What the people, this Miss Beeman and our Edward talk about the school. All right, we want to know more about the teaching method. Are you? Are you ready for to know about the teaching method of the school? Fine, very good. Fine, fine. Right. We can continue that paragraph 4. Listen carefully, right? Right. The real aim of the school is not to teach thought, but thoughtfulness. Yes, thought means chinda, right? That means want to talk to what the school's method of teaching is here explained this paragraph by Miss Beam. That means we are not school is not to teach thoughts, okay, but thoughtfulness, yeah, humanity. That means humanity, yeah, kindness and citizenship. Citizenship means pauratva, right? Whether the countries we are the citizen of India, so we must know about Indian citizenship, Indian culture, Indian dignity, Indian tradition. We wants to know that what our duties to the country, what are our obligation, or what are our what is a duty, and at the same time we have a responsibility to rescue, save our country from the enemies. And we should to mean work for the welfare of our country. So these are the things that are connected to citizenship. Okay, it is connected to politics. Okay, politics is one of the subjects in our university or in the school curriculum. All right. Okay, well they are talk about what is it, the method of teaching in school. This school, particular school, teach what's a thoughtfulness, humanity. Humanity means more important for human beings' feelings. I already told. Okay, kindness, especially as kindness is very essential part in our humanity. Okay, so these are the things already we have taught in the school. Replied by Miss Beam to Edward. What are the things? Thoughtfulness, humanity, come on, kindness, well, last one, citizenship. These are the method we are used to teach in the campus inside the school, right? Our students are very brilliant and they follow this idea. They know about the importance. Okay, that's why I'm satisfied, according to Miss Beam to Edward. Now the conversation is still going on between Edward and Miss Beams connected about the teaching method. We get some information about what are the subjects they are taught, what are the side of teaching they have to discuss. We already seen, we already heard, right? 3 4 point thoughtfulness, humanity, kindness, and citizenship, right? That's the ideal I have always had. And happily, there are parents good enough to trust me. Yes, definitely PTA, that means parents. Parents are very satisfied with this treatment. Parents give more support to the principal and teachers for this side of, I mean, teaching method. What are the thoughtfulness, kind, humanity, and citizenship? That Miss Beam told to Edward, I got several support from parents and teachers. So I am satisfied. Parents also satisfied with this method. And moreover, trust me, try and put into practice. That is my strength, Miss Beam said to Edward. Support of the parents is support or belief of the parents is understanding of parents to me. That is one of the asset to me, and that is good things for me to put into practice these ideas inside the school. That's our teaching method. That's our success. Miss Beam told to Edward. Look out our window a minute, will you? Will you? Yes. After the conversation, inside the room, they talked too much. At that time, principal, I mean Miss Beam told to uh, Edward, just look. Will you look at that scene? Look outside. Just look outside. That means Miss Beam point out some scene he saw to inside the campus. And are you ready? Will you? That means Beams encouraged whom? Edward to look at that scene. What was the scene? Well, very interesting points as he has gone. So, okay, we can go to this third question, right? Do you think that Mr. Beam's schools is different from other schools? Do you think? That's question to you. Students, are you ready to answer the question? Do you think that, let me third question, do you think Mr. Beam's school is different from other schools? Yes. Miss Beam school is quite different from the school. Because, how? Because the main method of teaching then there is quite different. They gave more preference for thoughtfulness, humanity, kind, and citizenship. And they not only teach but also put into practice. That is one of the things, great things. connected to Miss Beam and the schools. That's why we can say that the school is quite different from other school. The third question is already over, right? You got it. I think so. You got it. That one. Now the discussions is progress between Edward and Miss Beam inside the room, and under the window, she point out some scene and is willing to see that, and that's why she said it's a word. Will you ready to look at the window panel? Yeah. Then what is that? See that scene. That's the fifth paragraphs. We want to go that. Are you ready? Right. Well, I went to the window. I means Edward went to the window, which looked out on a large garden and a playground at the back. Garden here is the beautiful garden possessed by this school, right? I went to the window, okay, which looked out on a large garden and a playground at the back. Yes, you can now see. Edward could see that garden and playground. Okay, then what happened? What do you see? Miss Beam asked. Okay, Miss Beam asked it to whom? Miss Beam asked it to Edward. Okay, I see some very beautiful grounds. All right, then moreover, what are the scene? First one, he saw beautiful grounds and a lot of jolly children. Jolly children mean happy children. Children are very happy in this one. Okay, but what surprised me and pains me too. Okay, I saw very beautiful scene. That means playground, very beautiful playground, and the students are very happy, jolly. I means happy. Yeah. But at the same time, there is a sad things I saw. Who said it? Edward. To whom? Miss Beam. What was the sad things in the campus? He said they are not at all healthy and active. That is a disadvantage, one of the drawbacks. So by whom? Well, Edward. What was that? I mean, students are not physically fit or healthy. All right. That was the saddest thing. As I came, I saw one poor little things being led about because of has some trouble with her eyes. Sorry, dears. Okay. Right here, he saw one scene. That means from his arrival, he saw one 12 years old girl and a old girl and a 8 years old boy. That means 12 years old girl covered here her hand and that means eyes. That was the thing here he mentioned. Okay, being led about because of some trouble with her eyes. How can you see two more in? Yeah, that was a bad according to our Edward, and he discussed this matter too, or he asked this question to Miss Beam. Then Miss Beam said it was. Still, he is talking about that matter. That means a covered girl, eye covered girl is there here. And the same condition, while there is a girl with a crutch just under the window, watching these others at play, she seems to be hopeless cripple. And also another scene, he saw that one girl, see this girl, yes, what is that? Use crutch. Crutch means unvadi. That means the physical handicapped people. Maybe there is a problem in their leg. They use the crutch. You can see the crutch in the film or somewhere in your society itself. People who can't walk properly, they are using crutch. Yes, here crutch. Just under the window, watching the others play. She seems to be hopeless cripple. So another girl also, another problem that means cripple. That means mudandi nadakku. That's why they use crutch in order to avoid the difficulty. The crippled people are used crutch. So these are the two conditions pointed out by our Edward to Miss Beam. What are the two disadvantages he found out in the campus? First one, the students are not at all healthy. Is it? And active. They are not active and healthy. And second problem he faced is that he saw and informed to Miss Beam that uh, students are uh, means someone is covered their eyes and another one is crippled, and she's watching the play of other students and simply sit, and I think she had no hope, there is no active, no hope. So these are the 2 points found out by Edward inside the campus, and she informed to Miss Beams. Okay, that's about today, dear. Okay, thank you very much. I think it's better to understand. All right, we can see you soon. Take care. Bye.